What is up, everybody? How's it going? Austin prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live. Happy Thursday. It's check-in day for my clients. Going through those today. Going to keep this one short, sweet, to the point, because I got to get it back to those. And I'm hungry as shit, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to go eat right after this. But speaking of food, let's talk about meal timing. And does it really matter? I have conversations with people on a pretty regular basis where during the calls, oftentimes they'll mention, like, I skip breakfast, I know that's bad, or I keep eating late at night, I know that's bad, it's going to make me gain fat, things like that. Those of you tuning in right now that are watching, either right now or a later time hashtag replay, if you saw this, also give this video a like so other people get a chance to see it. Tag some people if you feel like they would get value from this topic. But does meal timing matter, right? Does it actually matter in the grand scheme of things, especially when it comes to fat loss slash weight loss? Um, Long story short, not really, not significantly, and I'm going to tell you guys why. But who here has thought about or said this themselves, or has wondered, or has heard other people say, like, don't eat after 6 p.m. otherwise you're going to gain fat because it's going to turn into fat, or don't eat after 8 or 9 p.m. because, man, you're going to get fat from that, or it's going to make you get fatter, or you're not going to be able to lose weight, or don't skip breakfast because it's the most important meal of the day, says the breakfast cereal companies. And because of that, we have all grown up from various periods of time, either from old research or kind of like food propaganda in a sense that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, or that meal timing matters in general. And so, specifically when it comes to gaining weight or losing weight, and so I'm going to talk about that today. But in short, just to if you can't stick around for too long, meal timing doesn't really matter that much, guys. It doesn't really matter that much, and what it could potentially matter in is pretty insignificant in terms of its impact on you and your progress. In terms of being super hyper meticulous about when you eat at certain times of the day, because we've all been there, we've all missed a meal, we've all either I purposefully miss meals oftentimes, because I get hungrier in the evening. Some people are hungrier in the morning when they first wake up. Everybody's different, and to say that you as an individual have to eat at these specific times because everybody else does never really made much sense to me. Because I honestly, I haven't ate yet today. It's 12:30 here. I could very easily go till 1:30 or 2:30, and I've gone in the past till 5, like not eating in the mornings until the evening like that, and like that works for me sometimes. And I feel like I'm in pretty good shape, right? So it's one of those things where meal timing, in the context of fat loss, does not matter that much. And why is that? A lot of it, honestly, and there are some caveats here. I will say there are some caveats here, but your body doesn't freaking know really if it's nighttime or daytime when you're eating. It doesn't. If that was the case, every single human being who's on graveyard shift or night shift would be like extremely unhealthy, right? They would literally be made entirely out of fat if that thought process or that train of thought were true, right? Like when I worked graveyard shift, I didn't eat during the day at all. I slept, and at night I would eat, and so you're that doesn't make any sense, right? If we think about it that way. And your body really, they've done studies on this, and your body really doesn't know the difference between eating at night and eating during the day. There are some caveats here, and I will say that. But in the context of fat loss, doesn't matter. It's about calories in versus calories out. It's about how many calories are you eating on average over the course of a 24-hour or a week long period of time, right? It's energy balance. If you eat in excess of calories during the day of what your maintenance is, you're going to gain weight. But if you're under that, you're going to lose weight. And it's awesome. But if you don't, right, if you do go over, it doesn't matter if you go over your calories in the morning or in the middle of the day or at night or whatever it may be, you're going to gain weight. At the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out, CECO, energy balance, and yeah, guys, that's in general all it comes down to. And there are some things that I would say that you want to keep in mind when it comes to meal timing, though. If you are somebody who goes for bodybuilding, if you're going for trying to get the most muscle built as possible, and that's your goal, meal timing can be like, like spreading things out over the course of spreading out your meals evenly, between 3 to 5 meals. Like, you can maximize the benefits of muscle protein synthesis. You can, but is it really all that significant compared to the other way around of doing it? No, not really. Not really. It's not super significant. It could maybe give you a small percentage of an edge, but I would rather not split my meals up into like 5 or 6 small meals a day. That just doesn't fit my lifestyle. And you got to do what you can do sustainably, and that ain't it for me right now in my life. So think about it that way. But in general, eating at night is not going to make you fat. Eating after a certain point of the day is not going to make you fat. Skipping breakfast is not going to make you fat. Like, none of those things are going to make you fat. What's going to make you fat is the overconsumption of calories. That's what it comes down to. And so meal timing at the end of the day does not really matter. Something, though, to keep in mind is if you are eating late at night, like a lot, you can impact your sleep quality. That is one thing that I will say, like, that is not, like, some people, it doesn't really affect them. Me, it doesn't affect me. I eat big meals at night all the time, and it does not impact my sleep. Sometimes I wake up a little hot, right? Because you got all that food, like firing your like fueling your furnace up. And so, hey, Kira, how's it going? Good deal. Way to get that workout in. Let's fucking go. And so, the other thing too, right? Like, figuring out what works for you. I have a very, very good handle on my hunger cues and when I'm hungry and listening to my body and being in control of those things. Some people aren't. And some people aren't at that place in their life right now. Maybe they never will be, but spreading your meals out more evenly throughout the day can be beneficial for staying satiated, so you don't like I hear it a lot too, like, people like tell me, like, I'll skip breakfast or I won't eat all day because I'm so busy, and then when I get home I binge like crazy and I eat so much food, and then I feel sick and I overeat on things that I shouldn't be eating. And so that is something that can be potentially avoided by having a, small, maybe like a small meal earlier in the day or a midday, and then, having your larger meal in the evening, but you're having those smaller meals throughout the day more evenly distributed, so that way you're feeling more satiated as the day goes on, so you don't get to the end of the day and you're like, and hulk out on the food, because we've all been there, we've all done it before, I've done that before, and it's not a good time, and your stomach hurts and you're bloated and you feel like shit. Nobody wants that. So those are kind of like the two things. And then obviously, if you have to keep track of your blood sugar and things like that, meal timing matters. But I'm talking about your average adult who doesn't have like diabetes. So yeah, guys. So that's it. Meal timing doesn't really matter that much. You know, Again, everybody is, their own person, and you can do what you want to do. But I'm just here to tell you guys that eating late at night is not going to make you fat. That's not why you are gaining weight right now. Eating or skipping breakfast in the morning is not what's causing you to, gain weight. It is just the fact that you're over consuming calories. And if you're, gaining weight, that means you're above your maintenance. If you're losing weight, then you're under your maintenance. And that's all there really is to it. Energy balance. So have a good day, guys. Happy Thursday. I'm going to get back to my clients' check-ins, get those things done. It's my favorite day of the week. I'm going to go eat, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, everybody. What's up, Kira? Find the small breakfast, small lunch helps me from going over my calories since I'm usually most hungry at my night. 2. Yes, absolutely. I love it. Proof right there, guys. Proof. So, yep, appreciate you for tuning in. Feel free to give this video a like so that way other people get to see this. Hashtag replay. If you saw this at a later time, let me know what your number one takeaway was from this. I hope that it's that meal timing doesn't really matter that much. And so, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.